Well, hey everybody, how you doing? This is Kevin over at jkevinjohnson.com with the jkevinjohnson.com radio show podcast. Just here with you at this time. Just wanted to talk to you for a little bit and just to hopefully give you some words of encouragement, some words of entertainment, some words of hope, some words that will just make you feel good and be satiating to your soul for about 30 minutes. So just lend me your ear for 30 minutes. Let me talk with you. You can talk with me in your head, maybe respond to me. And I'm just here one more night, evening, morning, whenever you may be listening to this, just saying hello out there. And today's show is going to be titled Watch What You Eat. Watch what you eat. You got to be mindful of what you consume. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably more than likely thinking about food, physical food, but I want to kind of go past that. Given this is the new part of the year, the beginning of the year, and a lot of people are thinking about what they eat, how they eat, their diet, and getting their physical bodies in shape. Well, let's get past that. We're going to talk a little bit about that, but also we want to talk about what are you eating, what are you consuming, as far as your emotional life is concerned, as far as your mental life is concerned, and also with respect to relationship with the Almighty, with relationship to your walk, as far as being called out in a believer. This is the framework that encapsulates the show, the point of view in which I approach this show and in which I come. I don't shy away from that because I can't get away from it. I mean, to be honest, I study the scriptures. I try to study the scriptures at least day to day, and I try to make sure that I put hope, words of hope and encouragement in my mind and emotions, and in my body, and also in my spiritual walk on a daily basis with regard to the scriptures, the Bible, word, and things and prophecy and things that surround that. So this is the framework, the point of view out of which I operate and approach this show. So I can't get away from it, and neither do I want you to get away from it. This show is for everybody. This show is it's for everybody. But at the same time, it's for believers who are needing some strength to get them through that, get them through the week, that little extra oomph, that little shot that's going to help you kind of gain a little more knowledge and understanding, insight, so that you could be wise and make better decisions, so you can not keep repeating the same mistakes, so you can level up in your life, so you can move to the next level, so you can advance to the next stage, past that test. As I pass tests and as I learn, I'm going to try to give you some tips, strategies, and things that you can kind of implement in your life that may or may not help you. Just use the grocery store effect. Listen and eat the meat that you want and that you can use in your life, and spit out the bones. Whatever you can't use, leave it on the shelf and say, well, I don't know about that, Kevin, but I'll take this over here and try this. I may have to come back for that later. So with that, we're going to talk about watching what you eat, and I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Just like I said, just given that I kind of do personal training on the side as a hobby, and I've always been one to be mindful about my physical body. So with that, I spend a lot of time in the health and wellness field, industry, topics, subjects, researching. I spend a lot of time researching and looking up things to help me be physically, mentally, emotionally better as a person. That will help me be a better father and help me be better fit, holistically speaking, help me be better, the best me that I was designed to be, so that I can be a tool that can be used for the advancement of the kingdom, also to be a better family man, to be a better individual in my community. That way, that I become an asset to those under the sphere of my influence versus being a liability. You know what I mean? Just so I could be a better all around person. So watch what you eat. This is very essential and very important these days, because I see a lot of people, I see a lot of situations and circumstances in which others or people aren't consuming the best that they can, and it's leading to a lot of headaches. And now I hate headaches, so I'm doing my best, striving, struggling, straining, working, doing whatever I could do to cultivate the best me that I can be, and to get the best sources and resources that I can get at my level of income, at my level of existence in this moment, so that I can be content and satiated and well and whole and acting with integrity versus being sick, diseased, bedridden, with all kinds of troubles, being depressed and being fearful and worrisome and bitter and unforgiving, full of hatred and anger, and not being a clear thinker, not able to critically think, not able to wield the tool of knowledge, or the tool of logic, so that I can become more knowledgeable, but not, talking about the mind, not thinking critically, as I said, and wielding the tool of logic and being concise and articulate. So in looking at that, and looking at the world in which we live, I can see that there's many people out there who aren't living their best, when if you made a few tweaks here, a few tweaks there, this would help set some things in motion, help set some things in proper alignment and harmony that will give you the peace on all fronts, on all levels of human existence, that will help you live a better life, just live a fun life. Who wants to be here on this earth for some short years and not be living their fullest, be living in mediocrity, or at least not trying, or at least not giving it a shot. Just don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Life has a way of just wearing you out. So you gotta figure out a way to wear life out. Like, you ain't gonna get me life. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna do a judo trick on you. I'm gonna pull a judo. I'm gonna put one of them Steven Seagal moves on you. You ever watch an old Steven Seagal movie? Dude be like, man, I'm about to punch this dude's lights out. Next thing you know, dude's got a broken arm, cause Steven Seagal done something to him. So that's how we want to do life. Life has a way of trying to sucker punch you, but you want to judo chop it to the neck. Be like, nah, I got you, life. You ain't got me. Come on with it. Come on, because I've been waiting on you, sucker. So you want to wake up every morning with that type of mentality. Watching what you eat. It's very important. One of the changes that I made in my physical walk was that I became more mindful of what I physically ate when I got sick. In my mid to late 20s, I got sick with arthritis, and I lost a lot of weight. My thyroid was jacked up. I had deterioration of cartilage in my knees and in my neck and in my shoulders, and I was probably on my way to having diabetes with all the sugar and stuff I was consuming. I was just falling apart too early, too much too early. And so one of the things that was brought to my attention was how important and essential it is to watch what I actually put physically in my mouth. And the more changes, I would listen and seek out books and research and the opinions of a multitude of doctors and those with the degrees in white coats, the lab coats. I would seek out their advice, suggestions, and their prescriptions for good health, and I started following some of it. And lo and behold, my health really turned around. My health really got better in a short amount of time, and and it all came about because I started to just simply become more mindful of what I physically placed in my mouth. And then, lo and behold, as time moved forward, I became more mindful about the things that I gave my attention to, with regard to the music that I listened to, the pictures, the programs that I watched, the people that I allowed to speak into my life and be in my life for a long period of time, the people that I allowed to invest in me. All these things, I began to be mindful of their effect on me, and what I was consuming in all these different ways that were going into me, not realizing that what goes in a person must come out. It will come out, no matter how many times you put a mask on, I don't know how many times you smile over it, no matter how many times you try to make yourself feel good past it. What goes in must comes out. So over time, I've learned to not only put good food in my mouth, but I've also learned to make it a priority to watch the people that I hang around. If I find myself in the presence of somebody who's constantly speaking negative and promoting negativity, I will do my best to keep that person at bay. If not, just completely get that person out of my life if I can, or if that's a must do. So just looking at that and looking at some of the programs that I watch, I had to change some of the programs that I watched, and then also some of the programs that I listen to, just by simply turning off the news and cutting it down to a bare minimum, really helped change my mindset and my attitude and my feelings. So it's very important that we're mindful of what we consume, not only with what we eat physically, but also with what we consume and eat as far as our emotional life is concerned, as far as our mental life is concerned. What are you reading? What are you dwelling on? What are you allowing to take up? What kind of thoughts are you allowed to take up residence and real estate in your mind? What are you praying to? Who are you praying to? Who are you aligning yourself with? These are some things that you want to be mindful of and thinking about as you go about your daily business. These are things you want to become more knowledgeable about. Do some research. And get more understanding about, so that you can apply with wisdom these things to make better decisions as you go along in your life. Let's talk about some practical steps real quick. What can you do practically, Kevin? How does this look? What does this look like in the real world? Well, let's talk about 7 steps. Number 1, eat real food. When I say eat real food, I'm talking about getting as close to the natural source as you possibly can. This may look like, for example, one of the things I do is I go to Elmwood Farms for my food. And many times when I tell people this really throws people for a loop. And they're like, so you actually really go to the farm and shop there like a grocery store? Yep. Where I live at, I'm surrounded by farms and farmland, so it's really that simple as just getting in my car and going down a mile or two out to the country, pulling up to the farm, and getting my meat, my dairy, my vegetables, condiments, all of that straight from the farm. And I tell you, once you eat it, your body will know the difference. You will love it. You will become addicted to eating some real farm food. So that's just one simple practical thing that you can do in your life You could even have stuff shipped to you from the farm. You don't even have to get in your car. I've got meats drop shipped to my door. You can even have vegetables, organic vegetables, drop shipped to your door. I've done that. Dairy drop shipped to my door. So that's one practical way of getting real food into your life. Number 2, supplements. Supplements acts as food insurance. This will help you physically, mentally. It will help you emotionally, stabilize your emotions, which will help clear you up so that you can pursue your relationship with the Almighty with as much strength and vigor that's been destined for you to reach, that's in your DNA blueprint. So you want to supplement. The foundational 4 that I've learned over the years are a good multivitamin, fish oils, good fish oil, and vitamin D3, and maybe a Super Greens vegetable powder, or an enzyme, I believe. But the foundational 4 is a Super Green vegetable powder, multivitamin, vitamin D3, a fish oil, and that's a good place to help to start off as far as your supplements. Now you may find a lot of controversial research saying that you shouldn't or you should, but there's nothing that it's better to be safe than sorry. And then when you look at some research, in my opinion, in my view, and then also in the opinions of some lab coats and stuff like that, we do need food insurance these days. Just like you need medical insurance, you need health insurance, you need dental insurance, you need vision insurance. Well, you need nutrient insurance too. So you want to have a good supplemental program in place. And let's talk about another practical thing you could do to help watch what you eat and to help get yourself in order. You want to exercise. Now you don't have to do the long hour-long exercises that's been promoted today. You can do 20-minute, 25-minute, 30-minute, 15-minute high-intensity interval training. You can do interval training. You can do just burst training. You can do like a little cardio that will help just maintain a level of functionality and a level of health, physical health in your body that will help you be the best that you can be. Number 4, you want to reduce toxicity in your life, which means you want to look at your cooking ware. Try to use stainless steel and ceramic and glass versus some of these other newer non-stick pans and aluminum, which is toxic to the body. You want to use like natural health and beauty products that really don't have that's safe enough to eat. If you can eat it, then if it's safe enough to eat, it should be safe enough to actually put on your body. And this view holds that the skin is like nothing more than a giant mouth. What you put on your skin will go into your body. So if you can't eat it and put it in your mouth, if you can't consume it with your mouth, then don't put it on your skin or hair. So you want to look at your health and beauty products, your cosmetics. Make sure those are safe and clean. And this is all going back to watching what you eat, watching what you consume, watching what you allow in and on your body temple. So I'm talking about some simple, practical tools that you can use in your life to help you reach peace and help you reach a level of existence that will be fruitful and that will keep you as an asset that will be available for usage in whatever form, capacity, or means that any situation or circumstances calls for. So we're looking at reducing toxicity, looking at our water. Make sure you get some springs, some good water. What else? Let's see. Looking at water, looking at the air you breathe, using plants to help filter out some of your air, airing out your house by opening up the windows, letting in sunlight. So these are, I'm talking about some practical tips that you can use in your life to help you get the priority of watching what you allow in and on your body temple in line, in harmony, to help you be the best person that your DNA has been blueprinted to be, to express. What else? We talked about reducing, your toxicity, and then also we want to avoid daily emotions and get some rest. You're gonna have some bad days. You're gonna have some bad moods, some bad feelings, but you don't want to dwell on them. You want to allow anger, unforgiveness, bitterness to pass through, take its course in your life. You don't want it to take residence in you, but you are human and you will feel these emotions. We are designed to feel a spectrum of emotions, so you will feel them, but do not allow them to stick around and take residence in you. Seek out the good ones and learn to let go of the negative ones or avoid them at all possible costs. This will help stabilize your emotions. It will help keep you out of depression and keep you content, joy-filled, happy, and just stable and not highly volatile. It will help keep you solid and present, but not dwelling in the past and always focusing on the future, but just present and enjoying the moments that you have right now. So, and also, good sleep is a part of that. I'm noticing today that a lot of people aren't on a good sleep cycle, and it's affecting you. Your hormones is affecting you in all kinds of ways. So you want to get some good sleep in. This is like a daily reset. Get some good sleep, and then you want to be proactive about your health and start looking forward and incorporating into your life good health practices that today have been marginalized, but they're coming back more to the mainstream, like things like going to the chiropractor on a regular, frequent basis, things like getting massage therapy, medical massage therapy on frequent basis, things like listening to good music and surrounding yourself with good people. These are things that are simple to do, but that will help you. Put in some good materials on your body, getting some good clothes on your body, practicing good fashion styles and principles versus following a lot of these trends with these new hybrid materials and stuff like that. You want to do some research into that and learn how all this stuff affects you on all your levels of human existence. So right now I'm just skimming over a lot of stuff, just throwing out some ideas and just kind of prepping you and kind of throwing out some things for you to actually go out and research for yourself, for you to actually, as soon as this show is done, as soon as I'm done talking, that you can start to go research and look up and start implementing in your life yesterday, start implementing in your life tomorrow, right now, that will help you turn your health ship around for better, clearer and open waters. You want to, what I talk about, being proactive. You want to become more passionate and purposeful with your life, and that may mean that you might have to sit down and do some meditating and actually start asking yourself some questions on where you want to be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 what kind of legacy you want to leave in 100 years? You know, these are questions you're going to have to turn off the TV and set around for a while, kind of just think about and dwell on, because because the future that you focus on tomorrow will help set the course in the things that of today. And this will help set the course for what you allow in your life and what you actually consume on all the levels of human existence. So just wanted to sit down and kind of just talk with you for about 25-30 minutes. And thank you for lending me your ear. Thank you for just sitting down with me. If you would leave some comments, hit like, share. Whenever you see me on the boards doing a live show, just join in and just give me some comments, some feedback, and I just want to thank you for sitting with me and just kind of shooting the breeze with me. This is Kevin over at jkevinjohnson.com. May his face shine upon you and give you peace and be gracious unto you. I look forward to talking to you all later, and shalom.